Right, it's Friday, which means it's time to delve into the sexy world of stardom in Showbiz Spotlight. I'm your latest fan, I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi. First up, journalist Shane Watson, she's a woman by the way, has written that last year's bumper crop of sexy 20-somethings has been replaced this year by the arrival of the HOF. That's the hottie over 50. The Zac Efrons and Joe McElderrys of 2009 are out of the frame, and Shane's now lusting after men like Alec Baldwin and Bill Murray. That's very bizarre.
Not Alec Baldwin.
Is she right? Do you think 50s are now the new nifties?
Oh, I think Alec Baldwin's lovely.
Do you?
Yeah, I do, actually. And he's great looking, he's very charismatic, and he's a good actor. There's a film, have you heard of a film called It's Complicated? That's
yeah. Oh, yeah.
With Meryl Streep, Alec Baldwin and Steve Martin.
I think he looks like Fred Flintstone.
Don't be so silly.
He does.
He's very sexy.
No, those Baldwin boys, well, maybe not the Big Brother one, but the rest of them are quite attractive, I think. No, he's in this film, and he's playing the ex-husband, Meryl Streep's ex-husband, who runs off with a younger model, the whole, you know, and then keeps seeing the wife because of the kids and the family occasions, and slowly starts to realise that his wife is actually who he really wanted. And you should dislike this character, because he's left his wife for a young woman, and she's been through hell, and she's getting her life back together. But you don't. You absolutely
He starts having an affair with his first wife, Meryl Streep, doesn't he? The old wife.
Yes,
the old wife.
The old wife.
Yeah.
He goes back to the old wife. But he's absolutely gorgeous in it.
But
that's because old women are better.
In it is the other man, Steve Martin,
Yes.
who is just... Look, you see, he's gorgeous. Don't you think he's gorgeous?
No, I don't get Steve Martin.
Yeah, but
actually.
funny. He's
He looks
funny.
like a puppet.
He'd make you laugh. I tell you what I like is Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Joe Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Angelina Jolie's in it.
Yeah, now
Yes.
you see, sexy
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
Don't you like a bit of rough, Carol?
No, I prefer to be the old one in the relationship.
Well, you are. This is true.
Yes, I am.
Not even George Clooney, who's always been lovely,
gorgeous,
isn't he?
George Clooney?
Oh, now
Oh, now look at that.
No.
I mean, he's been right from ER. Actually, he's doing a series in the West Country set in a hospital.
What's it
Called
Is it?
UR.
Now, he's got better as he's got older. I didn't get the whole
Definitely.
George Clooney thing years ago, but I get it now.
And not many men. Colin Firth.
Not
he's an
many
old
men.
man.
You don't
Get
actually
better
also...
with age, do they?
No, well, I mean, I think some of them have had a bit of help as well, some of those movie stars. But you don't have to be physically beautiful, I think, to be sexy, because Ken Stott, do you know the actor Ken Stott? Who's
Who
in, like,
is he?
There
There
he is.
he is, yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
Are you joking?
Now, I know I said you don't have to be physically perfect to be sexy, but he's a great actor and he's real and gritty in, like, The Vice and Messiah, and he's like one of those kind of rough and ready copper types, you know. You just kind of wanna
Lisa,
get on with.
don't get carried away.
Is that
Well,
because you
I've
were in
just
the bill? Is that what you like? All the sort of rough and ready copper types?
No, I've been in, you know, I've been in other shows I don't fancy, you know, I've played, I've played all sorts of things. I have not lost touch with reality.
Okay. No, I must have. I quite like the older man.
Do you?
I do, yeah.
Larry Lamb. Larry
Oh,
Lamb.
Larry.
Larry. There you are. You see, the girls are all nodding.
Yeah.
don't know who
Dr.
that
Hillary on the ice, dear.
Oh, he's
On the ice,
lovely.
yeah.
No! All right, can we shut up now?
All right,
Old men everywhere.
But old to you is 28, dear.
Next
No,
on the red
30's not.
shush. Next on the red carpet is Vic Reeves. He's not that old. Recalling his first long-term relationship in the 1980s, he says women who were in their 20s then really had it good. Us men were right under the thumb. Now women don't have the power that they had in the 80s. Women were at their most powerful then, and it's time they got it back. So do you think he's right? Do you think women are less powerful now?
He's talking absolute rubbish,
dear.
isn't he, girls?
Why?
Absolute rubbish.
Why do you think that?
What a stupid thing to say, anyway. Yes, power did come to the women in the 80s, but, you know, that wasn't just because of Dynasty and Dallas and the big shoulders. That was because women were growing in strength and earning power. And then in the 90s, it was more, and now I think women... Yes, OK, women have pulled back from the burn your bra kind of scenario, but they are stronger and more together as people, and they know that they don't have to put up with anything anymore, do we, girls? I can live our own lives, earn our own money. If that's what... I think that's where our powers come from.
Well, no, I don't think that's what he means.
I don't think that's what he meant.
I think he means And I kind of agree with him in a way, that in the 80s it was that mantra that you can have it all. It was, you know, the Shirley Conran kind of thing. You've got to be doing everything. You've got to be a wife, a mother. You've got to be perfect
Rise
at
of the
everything.
superwoman and
yeah,
all
and you've got to have a great job, and you've got to earn loads of money. And I think it wore women out. And I think it took women a long time to realise that actually they don't want all that. Women don't want it all. And now they don't have so much power in that sense, because they've kind of woken up.
Also,
they've
I
woken
don't
up,
think...
they've got clever, and they've grown up because they don't need everything.
Also,
I want to be happy with something.
Yeah.
They don't want everything, and they don't want to keep proving themselves
But
to
also,
everyone all
Carol,
the time.
equally, I think not only do we not want everything, I think we've realised that we can't have everything.
You can't.
I think that's half of it. I mean, you know, all that thing about you can have a career and then have babies whenever you want. In actual fact, you can't really. It's biologically really difficult past a certain age to do those things. And I think
Something has to give.
more importance is put on, like in the 80s, we were money mad and all of that. Now, I think we know what's important, and we don't have to sing it from the rooftops
Some women
anymore.
aren't in a position to choose. I'm not. I have a career. All right, my daughter's grown up now. But some women of my age have a career and have families and have to work. You know, you're not always in a position to say, oh, I can give up a job. Now I should be at home with my baby.
That's an argument, though, Sherry. To raise, have you anymore?
But some women have of my age. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but
they
that's
can't
not...
just give up work.
No, we're talking...
It's
I'm
choices.
talking about you, actually.
I'm not talking about me.
Women.
I'm talking about generally.
And I think Nick Reeves was talking about something completely different, and you're being a bit scary today, Sherry, so you need to move on. Finally.
They say that when they want me to be quiet, you see. When they don't agree with me, they say that.
That's not what we say it. And finally, Corrie actress and pop star to opera star contestant Kim Marsh is said to be driving her fiancé up the wall by belting out opera songs around the house all day. She says Jamie's had to listen to it for 3 weeks now, and it's driving him crazy. So if you were in his shoes, would you ban the singing, Sherry? And what other noises drive you mad?
Well, all sorts of noises, but in my house, I actually like very loud music. I really do, and I could put up with any of that. But snoring, I think, would be one of... I don't know if any of you watched Big Brother, but Stephanie Beacham had a tape played back to her. I've never heard snoring like it. I mean, even Carol couldn't beat that. It was the snoring
I could.
that was...
Denise
it would blow the roof off. I mean, that must be terrible, mustn't it, to live with that kind of
I do
snoring.
live with that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's why you've got
the house
children.
vibrates.
Yeah.
I know that is just...
Putting that sort of that, because that's almost like an involuntary noise,
Yeah.
I suppose, but a noise that you would make on purpose. I really hope I'm not cutting short any kind of brilliant career, but Finlay will never learn to play the violin or the trumpet.
Very wise.
Yes.
Very wise.
I like that noise.
Oh, it's horrible.
Do you? I like the sound of a violin, even when
It's like a
they can't
strangled
play
cat.
it. It's better than singing. I mean, you know, the pop star, opera star thing is going on here, actually. When I was upstairs earlier, I don't know who it was.
I could hear that.
Somebody was giving it... I thought, shut up!
Yeah, it's true.
You know, I just don't want to hear...
What was it you said? They sound like they're going... and then you sort of hit them on the back of the head.
And it's like you want to hit them to stop them shaking.
Yeah, exactly.
Snap out of it.
I can't stand a drill, though. Can you?
No.
I wouldn't live with a dentist, ever. Can't bear a drill.
The other thing, dripping tap.
Dripping.
I've got, in this new house where we live now, that it's got a shower head that's busted, and it's not just dripping, it's like a little bit of a shower thing running all the time, and there's apparently no part in this country that you can find to fix it. So since we've moved to Cheltenham, you know, when you're sort of half asleep and you just hear dripping all the time, we think that it's rained constantly the whole time we've been in Cheltenham. You get up in the night and you can hear running water. It's like Japanese water torture. It's horrible.
Oh, that's not a good
So if anyone's
noise.
got a part for, I won't list the name of them because it's advertising. But
Actually, do you know what I don't like? Similar to sort of shower things in the bathroom, you know the little vent thing, and every now and again it kind of rattles in the wind. I don't like that noise.
The only thing I don't like is a sucking noise. I cannot bear that.
You know what I can't stand? And I live in central London, and I don't understand why I have to put up with it. Seagulls. Now, where's the sea? Where's the sea in London?
Yeah, you're right.
Where is
Seagulls
it?
in
6
London.
miles away. It's at least 30, 40 miles away. Oh, it just drives me mad. I feel like I want to... Where can I move?
You should take them on that.
To deal
They're
with
obviously
it.
lost.
Yeah, they're so lost. Either that or I live near a tip.
We say nothing.
That's not hygiene.
Or in
That's
one.
not hygiene.
Okay, we're stopping off for one last break, but coming up, we're enjoying the company of